Yeah. Okay, so like I loved the design of Alex Winter's character. It looks great. I hated that accent that he chose to like, and I love Alex Winter. He's like all
Yeah.
Freaked is amazing. Even his old Idiot Box TV show, which this feels kind of like something that would have been a sketch on that show and then
Yeah.
put it on made into a movie. But the art design of this movie is right in my zone. Like it's colorful, it's fucking splattery and grimy. It's just that kind of schlocky, cheesy bullshit I like. Jonah Ray, I I feel about him in this the same way I feel about him in everything he's in. I want him to do well. He's funny. He's made me laugh before. He doesn't make me laugh as much as he could, but I don't know if that's writing. It could just be his delivery. It could be this character he's decided to the you know how downtrodden he is and fucking he may it may just be the unlikableness of the character, but I always pull for him. I always enjoy him a little bit. He's all right on Mystery Science Theater, but he's no Joel. Uh,
Yeah.
so, but uh, there's a lot of good comedians in this too that I like. There's fucking the dude that plays the bass player. His name is John Daly, and he plays the old bum too. That's the same character. Uh, he's funny as
Holy shit,
fuck.
that was, I mean, I know the character was the same, but that was the same actor playing the
Yeah,
bass player and
yeah,
the hot lick.
I believe so. Because I had to look at
Whoa.
him a couple times. His name's John Daly. He's done some really funny shit. And then who else was in this? Oh, Kumail Nanjiani is
Oh,
Yeah.
the
that
security
shit was
guard.
funny.
That is the funniest scene in the movie,
It
and
is.
very very funny. And
Yeah. I forgot to mention that. That made me laugh really hard.
and that's some of
Yeah.
the best stuff that I've seen Jonah Ray do. Is he had a show with Kumail on Comedy Central, where they would just kind of introduce stand up comics, and it was like a live kind of stand up show. But
See, I wondered how they got Kumail. He's like a big
best
deal now. You know,
they're
like
they're
he's
best
in Marvel
friends.
movies and shit. So I was like,
Well,
how did he get in this? You
Kumail
know?
started the first time I ever heard
Yeah.
Kumail. I didn't hear his stand up comedy. He had a podcast on the Nerdist Network called The Indoor Kids with his wife, who's the woman that he is telling the story of, is the movie. What's that movie? Big Sick or whatever.
The Big
That
Sick. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the woman he did that podcast with. Uh, and that was on Nerdist Network. So that was like crossover. Jonah would come from the Nerdist podcast over to play games with them or whatever. Yeah, they've had a long time friendship, but
That's cool.
overall, like I said, the stupid premise of this guy killing his neighbors, then they come back to life. They're his friend for some reason. they, which that
Yeah.
relationship goes back and forth too. Sometimes they're not his friends, sometimes they are. Um, are they real? Are they ghosts? Are they in his imagination? We'll never know.
Only the
Um,
writers know, kind of.
but yeah, like you said, the the prog metal is solid in this. I'm gonna have to look up who did it. I make people listen to shit like that at work a lot. Like I'll have Dream Theater on my playlist or whatever. It'll just kick on. I'm like, so, but actually one time there was something playing like that. It was right after Christmas, and it's like this metal that kind of sounds like a little bit like what's that metal band that does Christmas songs? Fuck, can't think of
um,
it. You know what I'm talking about though,
yeah, the
right?
ones with they come to Columbus every year. They're always playing the
Yeah.
heavy metal guitars over like
Yeah. I can't think of what that is,
yeah.
but it sounds sort
Yeah.
of like that, but it's really just like that's what I listen to around Christmas time is like Swedish sort of power metal that has like that kind of sound.
It's like Jesus intended.
Yeah, I was listening to that at work and this girl comes back and is like, "You're really jamming the Christmas music." I'm like, "No, they're talking about dragons." Sorry. um but yeah, I really loved how bonkers the ending was. None of it makes any sense. But the movie was a blast almost all the way through it. It sort of had a slow pickup a little bit, but there was enough little nuts and berries along the way to get to that ending that was fun. I gave it an 8 out of 10. Uh Pretty fucking good.